Ekasa na so mu ewia $2.2 billion eye keteche kwan wudi free tema porto ekokumase no ye beda ne ede ama omo amomo ahyase aye a omo hyase nso ya emfie miensa ena aban ede ama omo se wonum emfanwie keteche kwan no
Siye shekete kimpuntu hunsem ashasiye ene Ghana European Railways Consortium dingeta ho afa New Eastern Railway Line projector ebe free tema port akopiem wonkran na eni asache kumase na kwensini no eya hasane aduanan sika so wo eye $2.2 billion a wombe wie no enfie santem na aboa madwedie nso akoso toten dwumedi so mu wie a ebe boa ma enuma empimnum 5000 ebuso ebe nam so amomate stations bi ewon kran kofodua ene kumase no masanso at stations nkuma aduasanso aka ho bi oso afa wo hwekete kempuntu nsem so onimonyamfo jogate wakasai say so mu wie Eastern Railway Line dwumedi ya ebeboa o my Ghana puntu pa.
Railway has built the nation, and there's a story I like telling about the cocoa farmers in the Western region who then saw the train going by in the early 20th century. And don't forget that Tete Kwashi had just come with cocoa from Fernando Boo. And he came to the eastern region, but somehow the bean found its way to the western region. The farmers were planting their cocoa and carrying it on their head, shoulder, on their head, one sack at a time to the port for export. Because as me and you know, you can't boil cocoa and eat it to solve for export. And when the train started going by, the farmers increased their production. And they increased their production so much that by the 1930s, the then Gold Coast had become the richest British colony in Africa. And the then Gold Coast is not what is Ghana today. It hardly reached Ashanti. Ashanti had not even properly been compared. It was about 1/3 of what is Ghana today. And that size of land was the richest colony in Africa. And I believe strongly that the railway sector will transform our nation in ways that me and you have not thought about yet.
Sanso eno sofa wo hwe entoto ye honsem onimonyamfo Georgian Bafo wono so kase bie.
The government's policy objective for railway development is to systematically develop the country's overall rail network and expand capacity to support industrialization and economic activities across the country. In particular, to integrate rail transport with the other modes of transportation in a bid to secure a more sustainable transport system. And as you know, the Tema-Akosombo multimodal route is to be connected to the Water Lake transport system, connecting the north and the south at Bipe through to Paga, while ensuring interconnectivity with neighboring countries.
Kasama former Ghana European Railway Consortium on also Edna no asema fadwumedie no ho etuja.
The period of construction will be 3 years, and we are ready to start immediately. Once the result of the negotiations is positive, which I expect, we will start as soon as possible. Another very important point of our philosophy was, again, discussed and mutually agreed upon with our Ghanaian partners, to create jobs, not only to create jobs, but also to build training centers for the Ghanaians. And we will bring them to Germany, and they will be trained during a very special program initiated by the Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the northern part of Germany, in Magdeburg.
Mrashibe dwane ogina ho emma